First of all, welcome to Bilbao BBK Live. What do you think about the festival? Do you like it?
It was a great festival. I've played a few festivals in the Basque Country. I played Azkena a couple years ago, and I've played Bilbao, San Sebastian, Vitoria. So I've been around up here a little bit. Thank you. 4 years, I think. Yeah. Well, five since the record, but 4 since we toured. But I was touring with the Gutter Twins then, so that's my other group. I have multiple entities that I perform under my own name. I play with Mark Lanigan, and I play with the Twilight singers. So
is this still your more personal project?
They're all personal to me. I mean, but this is the one I've been doing the longest. So yeah, it means a lot to me, and it's one of my favorite bands that I've ever had. So.
10 years after Afghan Wigs split, do you imagine the band again on the road?
Who, the Afghan Wigs?
Yeah.
I don't know. Never say never.
Maybe a comeback like Blondie, for example. No?
I saw Blondie last night. They were fantastic. So yeah, I don't say never. You never know. You never know what will happen.
I think John Curley still plays with you sometimes.
John Curley plays with me sometimes. John Curley was, before I left on this tour, he was staying with me at my house on vacation, so with his family. So I see him all the time, and I saw Rick a couple months ago too. So everything's cool with those guys. You never know. Well, Mark is is almost finished with his new record, a solo record now, and I sing on one of the songs. So I imagine that he's going to tour pretty much all of next year. I'm going to be done touring next month, so I'm going to take a vacation and then go start working on a new record. So I don't know when we will be on the same schedule again, but he's one of my best friends, and I'm sure we will do Gutter Twins someday.
His relationship with Isabel Campbell?
No, why? I love Isabel. She's great. Yeah.
Do you still enjoy music? That's for sure.
I love it. It's, I've been playing music since I was 12. Started playing drums when I was 12. It's still my favorite thing to do. If it wasn't my favorite thing to do, I wouldn't do it. I would be lying to myself. I could never lie to myself. So
a legend around rock and roll stars talks about sex and drugs, and of course rock and roll. We know you still rock. What about sex? Well, don't say anything about sex. What about drugs?
What about drugs?
Nowadays.
What about?
Do you feel they are really necessary for rocking? What is your position nowadays about rock?
I don't do drugs, and I rock. When I did do, I think I would never tell people should do what they want to do. If you want to do drugs, do drugs. If you don't want to do drugs, don't do drugs. I am nobody's father. I personally do not do drugs, but I used to do a lot of drugs. So I think I don't know. Drugs and alcohol are a way to escape from ordinary life and your problems and your responsibilities. I understand why people take drugs. I also understand how much better I feel now that I don't take drugs. So I think that's an individual choice. I'm not anyone's father. So
we listen. You were in a very, very healthy moment.
I feel pretty healthy. Yeah. I quit smoking 3 years ago, and so yeah, my life is pretty good right now. This is Greg Dulli. You're listening to BFM.